welcome to the 8-Bit Cat Show, a place where friends geek out over the nerdy things we love, sometimes with cats. We have Spartacus and Mr. Kitty with us today. And as always, I'm your host, Stephanie Katz. With us tonight is Zach.
Hello.
And Peter's in the ether.
Hi, I'm in the bottom corner there.
That's where he is on the screen.
The Pether.
The Pether.
I don't know. No, it doesn't work.
Well, I found a last minute question to kick this thing off with. So, what would your role be in the zombie apocalypse?
Corpse.
Did you say corpse?
Statistically.
Yeah, I'm not going to survive the zombie apocalypse.
I'm just saying, statistically,
You
Peter's right.
me.
I really thought you said porps, and I was like, what?
He is actually going to turn himself into a half dolphin man and live out right out the apocalypse in the ocean. He's a porps.
A porps.
But yeah, no, statistically, most people are going to die in the zombie apocalypse.
Well, assuming that you didn't die right away.
He would die later.
Can you work with me a little bit here, guys?
Peter,
I don't know.
it sounds like Peter's gonna walk out into a mob of zombies and just go, "Just do it, guys. I'm
do
done.
The
I'm
internet's gone, I'm out.
There's no power, and I don't have the internet. Nah, just take me now. We're good. I don't know. There's.
But I mean,
Oh,
what
sorry,
roles
Peter.
are there in a zombie apocalypse outside of not dead or dead?
Like you maybe you're the gun master, or like you're in charge of making the food, or maybe you're in charge of like whatever that was.
In charge of eating the cats later. That's why we have 8. It's for the zombie apocalypse. We're just herd farming here.
Rude.
I don't know. I guess I don't know if I have a role, but I did see something on the internet the other day that does make me want to be that guy in the zombie apocalypse. It's apparently the machine that they use to trim the trees in the neat rows in orchards, and it's literally just a thing that has like 18 saw blades all along the side, and it rotates 45 to 90 degrees and goes up and down and can do anything. I'm like, I would like to mow through some zombies. That sounds like fun. You'd probably only get one pass before the blades all got glooped up, but it would be fun for that one pass.
Can we really call that like a dedicated role then?
Like I said, I just want to be that one guy, and then I take,
do it once and then you're done.
and then I choose the role of corpse.
Or are you volunteering to be like the gunman who went absolutely fucking insane as soon as the apocalypse happened?
Is it too loud for you?
Yeah, you're literally yelling in my ears again.
No. I don't know. If you're actually prepared for the zombie apocalypse, you scare me a little bit more than you should.
Isn't that what doomsday preppers do?
Yeah, but doomsday preppers don't realize that they're not going to survive. They're just giving gear to the actual survivors.
Yeah, he's not even wrong on that one. Most of those crazy preppers do the dumbest stuff and would probably not be anywhere near their bunker at the time that it actually went down.
Oh no.
And then some hapless rube who managed to make it through the first wave of whatever kind of apocalypse we had would go, "Oh, this is nice. Look at all this food and save space here."
I feel like I'd be like the dude from Zombieland.
Which one?
Which one? There's a couple of dudes in Zombieland.
Not Woody Harrelson.
If I could, Jesse Eisenberg.
You're advocating I'm
so.
going to be Jesse Eisenberg in the zombie apocalypse.
The most nervous, freaked out one. If you're choosing that zombie apocalypse, the correct answer is be Bill Murray.
Yeah, obviously it is. But that being said, also that specific
Jesse
zombie
Eisenberg.
apocalypse really doesn't even have groups, from what we can tell.
It sort of does. They start making them. I haven't seen the second one.
Neither have I.
But apparently there's multiple groups. They meet up with groups in the second one, and apparently all the groups are all composed of exactly the same 3 to 4 types of people. They meet another group that's just like them, and then they all get annoyed with that other group because those people are so weird and annoying and off-putting. It's like, that's just you, y'all. It's just y'all. I believe that's the joke, but that's the only portion of the second one that I've seen.
Right, I haven't seen the second one at all. I just remember at the beginning when he was like, "There are rules to surviving a zombie apocalypse, and I don't know how I'm alive."
Yeah, you're dead. Rule one's cardio. You hate cardio.
It hurts. It hurts real
That is
bad.
literally the first rule, actually. Yeah,
Rule.
cardio.
That's the only one I really remember. I think rule two was always check the back seat.
Maybe.
I don't remember what number it was, but that one was on the list. I do remember that one. That one was on the list.
Sorry, didn't mean to kick you.
Why are you kicking me? I'm being kicked.
I'm sorry, it was an accident.
Wasn't rule 2 double tap?
Rule two you're right, it had to be double tap.
Here, let's find out.
Oh, you're gonna look for a list, the full list here.
Zombieland rules.
I think they made a book. I think they did actually write a book
So,
for it too.
If we're doing the Zombieland rules, then I would almost certainly be that super fat zombie that's trying to kill Jesse Eisenberg at the beginning.
Nice. So apparently there's a lot of rules, but yes, the first one is cardio, and the second is double tap. The third is beware of bathrooms, and number 4 is buckle up.
That's just good advice all the time. You should buckle up.
Yeah, it's just not. Yeah, just wear your fucking seatbelt.
Yeah.
No, it's not just the law. It's also a good idea.
Yeah, apparently there's like a bunch.
Yeah, there's like 100. I think
Yeah.
like I said, I think they wrote a book about
I
it.
don't know. It goes up to 32 and then skips to 36, 42, 52 and 53.
Yeah, because he just randomly throws out number. It's a
It's
common writing trope.
Oh, is that
Just
what it is?
It's designed to make you think that there's more than there are, and that way they don't actually have to do all numbers 1 through 50. They're like, they do, oh, there's 1 through 50, but we're only going to give you 1 through 20, and then 37 and 19 and 4006.
Yeah. And so number 5 is travel light. Number 6, don't be a hero. Number 7, limber up. Number 8.
Unfortunately, number 6 actually is not true by the end of the first film. He changes that rule.
He actually crosses that one out and changes that one.
Well, just hold on. So yeah, number 7, limber up. Number 8, when in doubt, always know your way out. Number 9, the buddy system. Number 10, check the back seat. Number 11, enjoy the little things. 13, shake it off. 14, always carry a change of underwear. 16,
good plan.
opportunity knocks. 17, don't be a hero. 17, addendum, be a hero. 18, limber up. 19, break it up. 20, it's a marathon, not a sprint, unless it's a sprint, then sprint. 22, when in doubt, know your way out. 23, Ziploc bags. 24, use your thumbs. 25, shoot first. 26, a little sunscreen never hurt anybody. 27, incoming. 28, double knot your shoes. 30, pack your stain stick. 31, check the back seat. 32, enjoy the little things. 36, sunscreen. 42, keep your hands to yourself. 52, don't be afraid to ask for help. 53, wet naps.
Did they repeat the
There was
enjoy
a-
the little things there?
Yes.
There was a lot of repeats.
They repeated
Also, it's a
sunscreen.
marathon, not a sprint. Is just fucking cardio with extra words.
Yeah. There's a couple of them that were like that.
I actually do like that. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Unless it's a sprint, then sprint. Little much, but you know, what are you gonna do?
I'm just here waiting for season 2 of The Last of Us.
I will say it's a testament to Jesse Eisenberg and how good of an actor he is. Because he seems like a decent guy in real life, but I really hate most of the characters he plays because he does a good job of embodying those characters.
He really does play a great job playing just absolute assholes.
Oh, he's so good at it, but he feels like, but he also just in real life feels like he would be like the most neurotic, sweetest, nicest guy you've ever met. That's just like, oh, I'm sorry, what can I do? My anxiety makes it impossible for me to not be kind to you at all times. I'm sorry.
Are you sure that's not just Michael Cera?
No, Michael Cera is actually an asshole.
Oh.
He plays.
Well, what do you expect? Finally aged.
He did. He finally started getting old.
Oh.
But no, Michael Cera plays the meek guy that turns into the asshole when pushed. Apparently, he's just an asshole in real life. Again, things I have heard. I'm not actually calling you out, Michael Cera. I apologize. If you are an asshole, don't punch me.
I don't apologize. Punch him.
I don't think Michael Cera's ever gonna see this.
What if he
know.
did? That'd
Maybe
be
like
real
three
fucking
clips.
weird.
I mean, if Michael
What if he's
Cera,
one
if
of
you
our
see
two
this,
views?
you should comment on the comments.
Hey, I will accept a cease and desist as a comment. That's good enough for me.
If you do it, I demand that you exclusively talk to us from the perspective of Scott Pilgrim.
You know, I've never seen that movie.
You haven't? It's a pretty solid movie.
Sure.
I think it'd been better if Jesse Eisenberg had played Scott.
Yeah, I don't think either of those were necessarily great castings, but he does a good job as Scott in the anime.
I've heard that. And honestly, for what they were writing the movie to be, he did a good job of that.
Yeah.
He did a much better job of making you like Scott than they do in any of the comic books.
Yeah, 'cause Scott is not a likable character.
Scott's a piece of shit, a real piece of shit, and he's supposed to
Yeah.
be a real piece of shit that you don't really like throughout. You're supposed to
Yeah.
like Ramona, and you're really not even supposed to like her that much. Kind of everybody in that whole thing, except for Nails, is a bunch of shitheads.
That's why the anime is a lot easier to like enjoy because Scott's barely fucking in it, so you can just be like, yeah, that asshole's not here. Like, everyone else is great.
Everybody's happy when that asshole's not here.
Aww.
What are you gonna do?
Ain't gonna do nothing. Peter, I assume you've beaten Star Wars Outlaws?
No, I'm still just doing side shit. And also remember, I'm also going through Indiana Jones right now.
Where are you in the Outlaws?
Well, the last thing I did, I played through the DLC, the first pack they released with Lando.
Well, I don't think I played any
The
of the
Spark
DLC.
tournament and shit.
What's the
Yeah.
last quest you did? Like main
I
quest?
think I still need to get the Droid Smith. No, I just got the Droid Smith.
Oh man, you're way back.
Well, remember, I've also done all of Tatooine.
I've done
yeah.
most of it now too.
Yeah.
Can you... He would not let me text Joe, so can you, like, explain to him how to find Luke's farm? Because I tried to...
I would just look it up on the map. Like, it's... Because you'd think it's in the Dune Sea, but it's not.
It should be it should be past the southern Junland wastes.
Yeah.
Because I tried to, like, Google it on, like, a wiki guide type thing, and I was like, oh, it's by this thing that you find when you do this quest, but he never found that quest.
Oh, no. Yeah,
So-
it's... I mean, the whole map's a fucking desert. If you're not looking at the specific, like, citied areas, you're gonna have trouble.
Oh, that's what
like,
I was
just-
saying. I'm like, she's like, I'll just text Peter. He can tell me. I'm like, what Peter's either going to do or tell you to do is he's gonna Google it real quick and then cut and paste whatever it said to do into the message, or he's gonna say, yeah, you should just Google that. It's gonna be hard for me to explain over text.
Well, I did Google it, and
Yeah.
you still were like, I don't know how to do that.
Well, after you travel 1 kilometer over the sand, you'll hopefully be there. You see how difficult it is to describe shit?
No.
Turn left at that sand dune, then turn right at the next sand dune.
Avoid the sand shark.
Oh, the crate dragon, yeah.
They call it a sand shark, and that always gets me. I'm like, isn't it?
It is the crate dragon, yeah.
I feel like it has to be.
It is. That's what we saw in Mandalorian. That's the crate dragon.
Like I said, I can't. It never labeled it as such, but I can't see it being anything else.
I'd have to check the fucking in-game bestiary again, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's this crate dragon.
No, I think it called it a sand. Well, it called it a sand shark. Like if you're playing with the subtitles on, it says "sand shark roars." Yeah. Again, but I was just hoping there would be a one like the original KOTOR. I want to fucking kill a crate dragon and get one of the worst rewards for it.
I'm just confused as to how we beat this game before Peter. What is happening right now?
Well, because
I'm going through a completely separate game at the same time.
that's one, and then two, she was only paying attention during the fun parts when I was actually doing the story, and I could have spent about 17 more hours doing side stuff before I actually went to.
I asked you if you wanted to keep doing the side stuff.
I had plenty of stuff. I was more than able to beat the final level and the end game, but we had gotten to the point where it's like, hey, once we start this, we can't do anything else. You sure there wasn't anything else you wanted to wrap up before we finish this kind of thing like that? And I went around and got some stuff, and I got a bunch of the upgrades, but there were still some that I definitely could have done, but I'm like, I don't think I need any of these, and I haven't used that game mechanic the entire time, so I don't think I need to level it up. So, all right, let's do it. And so, yeah, we ended up going through the end of the end of the campaigns, the actual story.
Nice.
And I understand a little bit more the mixed reviews of the game, I will say, from that. No spoilers, I don't want to mess anything up for you, but I will say I can understand why there was a little bit more controversy on why people didn't like it or liked it. Some people liked it, some people didn't. It was just a little more wishy-washy when I got to the end of the story.
Very curious.
It was one of those, I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing here, but it could have been executed better, I think, as well. You know?
Why am I being yelled at?
I don't know.
I don't know, that throws me. I'm so desperate to know now.
Well, yeah, because, hey, but I will say, I guess, yeah, again, no spoilers. It's the whole game, it's a heist movie. It is a heist movie.
Yeah. That's the that's the whole appeal.
Yeah, you're still in the son of a bitch I'm in phase.
What?
Son of a bitch
Well,
I'm in.
So I have had some stuff spoiled, but I haven't had the whole ending spoiled. Like I know
what did you
get
have spoiled?
betrayed again, right?
I mean, it's a heist movie. You always get betrayed again.
Yeah, of course it was. And I know people really, for some reason, thought the game seemed to end with her joining the Empire.
No, that's definitely not the case.
Yeah, well, because I guess there's some scene where she's in Imperial officer's uniform. And it's like, yeah, but from the context of the scene, she's sneaking into like an Imperial thing, right? She's not
it's
an Imperial.
It's the post-credit scene, and she's breaking somebody out of prison by pretending to be an Imperial. She didn't join the Imperial fucking army.
Yeah.
People are
and she
stupid.
didn't join the rebellion either, because I'm sure the DLC is meant to take place after the end of the story.
I believe
and she's not a member.
I believe the whole point is that she is trying to remain a true neutral outlaw.
Which is what I would have preferred in that instance.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that they. I will say, yeah, no, I guess spoilers on that one. I appreciate that she did not join. She does not. There's not even the option or choice to like join a faction of any type at the end.
Yeah.
Or at least there
That's
is.
exactly how the character like that should operate.
Or I guess at least there wasn't in my option. Maybe there is, like if you get a max on anybody, but I had excellent and good on two of the things and fine on one of the other clans. And
I've maxed them out before. You never really get an option to like fully join up.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like even at the end, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I haven't maxed anybody out yet. I've gotten excellent on everybody. Though I guess I didn't quite max out Jabba.
The Pikes want to kill you.
No, I'm. They don't hate me as much anymore.
Oh.
I've been fucking everybody else over to help the Pikes out because I'm trying to get everybody to good at one time.
If that's what makes you happy.
But yeah, no, I play the game somewhat sporadically. I really like it. It's just that since I'm also going through Indiana Jones at the same time, and again with that one, I've taken a step back from the main story and I'm fucking with side content. Yeah, I try not to rush through stories if I'm really enjoying them. Actually, I don't want to stretch it out.
I only did because Stephanie wanted to see the end of the story.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny because all these times you're like, "What do you mean you haven't finished that game yet?" And for once, we actually finished something before you. And
I don't think I've ever judged you for not finishing a game. I've judged you for having a game for several years and it still being in a plastic wrap.
That is true.
Years, sir.
There's a couple over there. It might be.
Not years.
That might be. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is still in the plastic.
It's not.
Well, has it been played?
No, but it's not in the plastic.
Okay. It still has never been played.
Point being, though, is that you have a lot of these games that you've just straight up never played. Got it.
Ooh, Peter. I know Stephanie isn't caught up on it, or I don't even know if she's watched it. Are you caught up on Harley Quinn?
Oh yeah, actually, I just finished catching up on that like yesterday.
Yeah, because I think they're like 2 episodes into season 5 now.
Yeah.
I didn't catch up. I didn't start season 5 yet, but I did finish off season 4. That show is still good.
Nice.
Honestly,
it is. It hasn't gotten any worse. I was kind of expecting a decline, but it hasn't.
I was really expecting a drop off, but actually the way season 4 ended, I'm like, this might be the best ending they've had.
Yeah.
And Lex is a dick. Lex Luthor's just a dick. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. You said you were gonna rewatch it with me, and then you just kept watching it without me. So
I will rewatch it with you again. It's a fantastic, solid show. I will say, I think my favorite part about season 4 though was Alfred's arc.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for Stephanie, but that's the best thing that's just going on in the background, kind of, and then all of a sudden, everything's worked out, and then he just gets screwed again at the end.
It's really great.
It's quite funny. Okay, but I will say,
I have also watched through all of Creature Commandos
I
now.
was about to say, have you watched Creature Commandos?
Yes.
Okay, I sat down and watched the first couple of episodes. I don't think I mean you might like it, Stephanie. It is definitely a James Gunn show.
Yeah.
It is so James Gunn, it's not even funny. And I don't think that's a bad thing. And it did remind me of my love of Gogol Bordello. Did you ever hear that's what James Gunn's using them for the soundtrack for all of the Creature Commandos. Had you ever heard of that band before, Peter?
I had heard the songs before, but I didn't associate them with the band.
Okay.
That being said, there are characters that he does not use them for. He uses that band primarily for the Bride and for Dr. Phosphorus.
Yeah, and they're fantastic.
Yes.
It's the right vibe. I'm just saying, it's the right vibe.
It was very impressive how he managed to make every single one of those characters, including the fucking Weasel, likable.
I did see. I think I saw the one where you get like the Weasel's backstory, and you're like, well, fuck, what? Well, he's just been a good guy this whole time.
Yeah,
I
he
really
didn't
feel
murder no kid.
I really feel bad for his lawyer. She's trying so hard,
He really is.
and he's just a weasel.
Sometimes people be weasels.
No, he's a literal weasel.
So, how many episodes into it are you?
I think I just got to the one where you get Dr. Phosphorus's backstory.
Oh, then if that's the case, you're on the second to last episode.
Okay, good. I'm almost there then.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they just kept playing and they were very good.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty seamless story. It's pretty easy to just fall into it and just binge the whole fucking.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I'd gotten that far in it because the Dr. Phosphorus one is fucked up too. His backstory.
Yeah.
But anytime you kill Rupert, anytime anybody kills Rupert Thorne, I'm on board with it. Fuck Rupert Thorne.
Right. Surprised to hear Dutch coming from that, because that is the same voice actor, the Dutch from Red Dead Redemption. He's playing Rupert Thorne.
Oh, he does, doesn't he? I just love that. I just love that it's Alan Tudyk.
Right.
And also,
What's his character?
oh, he does a couple of the background ones. I do love like when he gets his crazy when he's got his Wash voice on in the background. He voices one of the pilots, and he literally sounds like does the voice he does for Wash for Firefly as it, and it's pretty great. And then
your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Yeah, be that one. Yes, that voice.
And
then
he also voices the doctor that experiments on GI Robot after World War II.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Yeah, he does.
And though it is very briefly, he does reprise his role as Clayface.
Oh, he does. Oh, yeah, because he is Clayface in the Harley Quinn animated series, isn't he? There's only one. I think he only has one line as Clayface, though.
Yeah, and it's not at all recognizable as him, but it is him.
Yeah. No, the best is Sean Gunn playing both. He's playing Rick Flag Sr., right?
Sean Gunn, I think he's just playing Weasel and GI Robot.
No, he's GI Robot and Weasel. He's GI Robot and Weasel. GI Robot is my favorite character in the show, and I'm really upset. They better fix him.
I'm sorry.
All he wants to do is kill Nazis.
That's all he wants to do. That's why I ended up in prison. He killed Nazis.
He's in jail because he killed a bunch of Nazis. They're like, well, he murdered them in cold blood. And I'm like, well, he is programmed to kill Nazis. And some guy took him to a National Socialist Party meeting. And then there was
shit.
There's
this
a big.
Dude is a World War II like collector. He knows who GI Robot is, and he's like, I'm gonna take you to a Nazi meeting.
Seems like a real bad idea.
It was, well, on their end, yeah, because they all got machine gun like motherfuckers. They got machine gun down. Which, in defense of GI Robot, you should shoot Nazis.
Yeah.
If there's one people that you can really just like kind of get away with shooting,
it's Nazis.
Nazis are up there at least.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other people that are more on site than Nazis.
Yeah, GI Robot did nothing wrong.
Free GI.
Well, they sort of do, and then he dies.
Oh, that's sad.
He gets exploded by Cersei.
Oh.
She gets her face burned off after that, though, so that helps.
Yeah. by
Not
Dr.
off,
Phosphorus.
but not
And
off.
mauled by Weasel.
Quite angrily.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I actually like that version of Amanda Waller too.
It is technically supposed to be the same one from the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, like I said, I like that more version. Have you seen any of the My Adventures with Superman?
I have. I've watched all of that. We've talked about it before, actually.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I thought we had. Which I kind of like the last season of that one definitely got a little more leaned a little harder into the anime tropes, which is kind of neat because it's what they're doing with the animation and everything like that. But the storyline definitely went more
It's tough, right?
definitely went more anime style. I'm like, I've seen this one before.
Right.
But I hate the Amanda Waller in that one. And not in the way that you're supposed to hate Amanda Waller because she's a piece of shit. I just don't like the way that they did that one. She's supposed to be smart, and she seems real stupid in that one.
To be fair, that's pretty accurate to Amanda in the comics.
Yeah, but she's supposed to be a little smarter than that.
Right.
Supposed to be. And then it comes back and bites her in the ass.
Longer as like I don't even think she's going to be the antagonist for next season. Isn't it supposed to be Lex?
For which one? For
My Adventures with Superman.
Oh yeah, it's definitely It's definitely switching to be Lex focused.
Yeah.
He's still got a full head of hair, so you know that's got to go down at some point in time.
All right.
Did you see the new trailer for the new Superman movie?
I've seen that new trailer for Superman movie about 87 times.
I want to see
I'm
it
very excited.
for Crypto.
She really only cares about it for Crypto. She's like, I don't even care about the rest of this movie, but I'm gonna go see it for Crypto,
that means
the
Crypto's
Superdog.
doing his dog.
Crypto,
He's doing his fucking job.
James Gunn knows what he's doing here. All right.
It's the same reason why I want to see the Marvels. We still haven't seen it, but I just want to see the little Thurkins.
Wait, you person who is absolutely obsessed with Nathan Fillion don't care at all that he's going to be in Superman?
I didn't know he was going to be in Superman.
Yeah, he's playing Guy Gardner.
I don't know who that is.
He's in the trailer.
Is he really playing Guy Gardner?
Yes, he is.
I haven't watched the trailer. Is he really playing Guy Gardner?
Yes, he is.
Maybe I didn't really watch the trailer either because I saw the dog and that was like my brain left after that.
Damn it. Because I love him as Hal Jordan when he's done it in the animated.
Yes.
Guy Gardner's a piece of shit.
I don't, because I'm certain he's not going to be the main Green Lantern. So I think it's a decent casting for the silly-ass Green Lantern, basically.
But fuck Guy Gardner. Though Nathan Fillion can probably, if he plays him a little bit like he did Dr. Hammer? No, just the Hammer? Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
I think it was just
Captain
the
Hammer.
Hammer.
Captain Hammer.
Yeah.
So if he plays him a little bit like he does Captain Hammer, I think he can really nail the Guy Gardner aspect there.
And early Guy kind of acts like that anyway, but I went ahead and sent the image of him as Guy that was in the trailer to you.
Okay, now I gotta see this.
Did you send it to the group?
Yeah.
I
sent it
just
to me.
kind of sent it to yeah.
Oh
So
God. Oh,
show you.
they leaned into it, didn't they?
They did. I'm excited about it, frankly.
They didn't.
Hey, I want to see.
They didn't pull any punches. That is what Guy Gardner looks like.
That's probably why I didn't recognize him. He looks like he looks like the bad guy from the first Incredible movies.
Syndrome?
Yeah, but like with a bowl cut.
No, what he actually looks like is he looks like Harry from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Guy Gardner from the 90s.
Exactly. No, he is straight up. Oh. Well, and I guess the problem is I know Nathan Fillion is a huge DC fan. He loves the Green Lanterns. Like again, he's voiced like 6 different incarnations of Hal Jordan.
He's voiced Hal a lot, yeah.
And he's voiced a couple other people for. Well, he's done a lot of voiceover, but he's voiced a couple other things for DC as well. But I think the fact that I think you might like the fact that you're like, oh, I get to be the asshole Green Lantern that everybody fucking hates.
Exactly. That's the perfect casting, frankly.
It's even better if they end up letting him stick around and then he becomes a Red Lantern at some point in time.
Oh, noes.
Because doesn't Guy become a Red Lantern? Yeah, Guy's the one that becomes the Red Lantern.
Yeah, Guy becomes a Red Lantern for a while.
Hal does weird things where he becomes blue and black
parallax.
and then white and then
No,
yellow.
Hal never consistently stays white. He uses the white ring for like half a second. He's never been a consistent White Lantern though.
Yeah,
That's Kyle.
but he became one at one point in time. Hal's been the full spectrum. I think he's been one of every color. I think he's trying to collect them all.
Wait, is this Pokemon?
I think at one point
he's had a ring at multiple points for every core, but the only time he ever had a white ring was during the Blackest Night event when a bunch of characters got the white ring. But he loses it very quickly.
Didn't he also? The event's over. Didn't he at one point also wear all of them at one time?
You're thinking of Kyle during the New Guardians.
Kyle, yeah, sorry, Kyle.
Yeah. You're mixing that image of Kyle getting all the different colors with the image of Hal getting like the million different Green Lantern rings when he turns evil.
Yep, sorry, that's it. You're right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter. You are in my head right now, and it's a little weird, but that is 100% what I was doing. That was 100% what I was doing. My favorite, I don't know. Hal Jordan is still there's some weird other ones, but Kyle Rayner is not bad as the Green Lantern, but yeah, I don't know.
Kyle suits best the like evolved Lantern archetype, the White Lantern, Ion, never quite as the main Green Lantern, but something a little bit higher up.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. There's some great stuff in the comics where they just are dicks to Guy Gardner though, and that's just great. I love every time they just like fuck that guy.
Like when Batman punches him out.
Such a good one.
There's also the one during Green Lantern Corps relaunch when it was Kyle and Guy going to live on Oa, where Guy moons Batman on the way out in the Watchtower.
Yes, and then Batman punches him. He remembers that for a long time, and then just punches him.
He holds onto that anger.
And everybody's just mad that they missed it. Everybody's like, "You punched it. I didn't even get to see it." The Flash is very upset. The Flash is very upset.
But that's Guy's whole thing is that he's just an asshole. Everyone besides the other Earth Lanterns kind of hates him. And even Hal also kind of hates him.
Hal doesn't kind of hate him. Hal hates him a lot.
You're right. You're right, yeah. Kyle's the only one that's really genuinely friendly with Guy.
No, what's his name? God, what's his name?
I don't know.
The Human Lanterns?
No, he's the Green Lantern that was in the main Justice League series. John
Stewart?
John Stewart, there. Couldn't remember his fucking name.
Kind of.
He's nice to everybody, too.
That happened during... So, eventually, with the New Guardians run where Kyle was introduced to it because they didn't know what to do with the character, eventually they kind of wrote him out and replaced him with John. But that kind of went away when New 52 hit, so that the friendship they were kind of building disappeared.
I always liked John Stewart. He was one of my favorite ones.
They seem to really be struggling with where to actually land with him. He's not a bad character by any means. They just don't seem to know what to actually do with him. Kind of the same thing with Kyle.
Oh yeah. What in the fuck?
Sorry, the kitten is like trying to climb up the coat rack.
I would say it sounds bad, but it feels like in this day and age and what they're doing with most castings on movie, that John Stewart would have been in a movie by now.
He's going to be in the show, the Green Lantern show that they're doing.
Oh, I know, but it feels like they would have tried to market him as part of the in the Justice League movie, like the terrible one that I'm glad James Gunn's redoing, basically. But it really surprised me that they didn't have John Stewart in that one.
Weren't they gonna?
They probably
and they
were going
with
to try.
John Jones right at the last minute.
I don't know. I never really liked Martian Manhunter. He's overpowered is the real problem, and then underutilized because he is overpowered. So they have to write him out of things because he would just fix all the problems immediately. Because he's Superman but psychic.
The backup Superman, yeah.
He's Superman but psychic. Okay, and can phase through walls. I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Well, it's one of those things like Clark is technically stronger than he's got more power, but John's much more useful in a wider variety of situations.
Yeah, he's also smarter, though theoretically Superman's supposed to be smarter too.
To the Human Torch.
What's that?
He would lose almost instantly to Marvel's Human Torch.
Oh yeah, he would be very scared.
Yeah.
Just normal standard fire hurts him.
Yeah.
His one weakness is just a match.
Speaking of Marvel, I'm gonna kind of transition into some community, because J. Gilmore 42.
Shout outs.
She had a barrage of questions for us.
A barrage
of questions. And some of them are kind of Marvel focused, and then there's a little little DC at the end.
All right, so you got some rapid fire questions for us, or is what it sounds like here.
So first of all, she says, "Welcome back, guys. Missed you, Stephanie and Zach. Congratulations on getting married. Thank you."
Lame.
You're lame.
You married me.
I know, it's horrible for me. It's the worst.
Real bad decision. But anyway.
So she says she has 4 questions. The new Daredevil trailer is out. Do you think Disney screwed this up, and will you watch it?
I will absolutely watch it. I don't think they screwed that up at all.
I haven't seen the trailer, but it's still supposed to be
it's the same guy, yeah.
Charlie, what's his fucking name,
Cox.
right? It's Charlie Cox, right?
And it is supposed to continue off the Netflix series as well.
Perfect. I'm in for it. As long as they fold in some of the stuff that they did from She-Hulk, because I liked some of the characterization they gave to him in that.
That's fantastic.
But we also know Frank's going to be in it because he was in the trailer. Like that, I think they're doing exactly what they need to do with this Daredevil show.
I'm telling you.
I should probably go watch the Netflix show.
Even the original Netflix show was solid.
It was.
It was not bad by any means, and made good sense as an origin story-ish for that character.
Yeah.
Did not watch it.
I'm down for more from Charlie Cox on. I'd like to see more of his Matt Murdock.
He's very good as Matt Murdock. Yeah.
He's very good as Matt Murdock.
For sure.
He's way better than Ben Affleck.
That's not exactly a high bar.
But he is. Hey, but he is.
Right.
Next, Channing Tatum wants a Gambit movie. Should Marvel give him one? Yes.
Watch the shit out of that movie.
Only if he keeps the same ridiculous subtitles necessary accent that he used in the Deadpool versus Wolverine
Well, obviously.
movie. I was actually a proponent of that before they canceled it the first time. I wanted to see that movie. I wanted to see that movie before they canceled it the first time. I was hoping they would give some redemption to Remy LeBeau from the X-Men Origins of Wolverine fucking movie.
Oh shit, the kitten has learned how to get up on the TV stand.
Because I've always loved Gambit. Also, his power set's underutilized too because they just thought it was cool to make him throw cards in the. Most people don't understand what Gambit can really do because most of their interactions with him is from the X-Men animated series, and they weren't allowed to hurt. And they weren't allowed to hurt or kill people in that. So.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Gambit has a pretty deadly power set.
He can touch you and make you explode because you have momentum at that point. If he touches you and pushes you, you explode when you hit the floor. Because he gives you momentum and then imparts that power, that potential energy into you, and you explode.
Oh damn.
That little charge that he does to his cards, he can do to anything. That's been the nice thing about the animated series, the '97 reboot of the animated.
Yeah.
Where it's no, a lot more of these X-Men that were kind of underutilized before, you get to see a lot more of what they're actually fucking capable of.
Hell, like Jubilee, even everybody's like, "Oh, she makes fireworks." You're like, not when she does it right.
Yeah, and a character that got clowned on for the longest time, Cyclops, is now returning as people actually really like him because that show finally showed him in a good light.
Nice.
I actually always liked Cyclops when I was younger, at least.
Well, if you read the comics, he's a much better character.
He's a much better leader in the comics.
Yeah,
a much better leader.
In the shows and animes, or the animated shows, the movies and shit like that, he doesn't get nearly as much attention because they place him as like an almost antagonist for Wolverine.
Yeah, because
everyone's always got to make Wolverine look better.
Because everybody wants to love Wolverine, and Wolverine's everybody's favorite. Which, don't get me wrong, I fucking love Wolverine.
On a random aside, when we went to Universal 2 years ago, when we all went together, that group of us, do you guys remember the conversation that I had with the Cyclops guy?
You talked to a guy playing Cyclops at that?
You literally took a picture of me.
Yeah, he was.
I remember the one with Wolverine. I don't remember the Cyclops one.
But it was Cyclops dressed in the costume from Wolverine and the X-Men, so he had like the trench coat on for some fucking reason.
But yeah, I was like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" We were like talking, and he's like, "Oh, I think Oh, I walked it because I forget what he said, but I go, "Oh yeah, you're my second favorite X-Men," and he goes, "Don't tell me Wolverine's your favorite." I was like, "Nah, Jean Grey, my man, Jean Grey." And he's like, "All right."
He's like, "That's my girl. All right, that is my girl." When Logan's not trying to stoop her, that's my girl right there.
Anyway.
That is actually funny though. I don't remember them saying that. Like, don't tell me, fucking Wolverine.
Anyway, should Marvel roll the dice on and give Wesley Snipes another Blade movie? If not, where in the Marvel universe could Blade fit in besides Deadpool? I
I don't think
thought
he does.
I thought they were giving. I thought Kit Harington was supposed to be the next Blade.
No, Kit Harington was going to be the Green Knight, Black
I
Knight?
don't think that he was going to be the Black Knight for.
And they were gonna have a new guy play Blade and come in and do that. And then Wesley
Yeah.
Snipes got mad and said, "No, if there's any Blades, I'm Blade." And now I think there will never be another Blade movie because they know that they'll have to offer it to Wesley Snipes first, or he'll sue them.
But I wouldn't be mad at that. I'm like, I'd be here for it.
Blade as a character already really struggles to actually properly fit in the Marvel universe. I don't need him. Like, sure, give me another Blade movie. That'll be fun. I don't need him to be part of the MCU.
I don't. No. Give me another. Give me.
Well, you don't think he could be like a little one-off, kind of like
No,
Deadpool is?
Give me Blade 4, not MCU Blade.
Yeah.
Redeem a little bit of what happened in Blade 3. Hell, throw Ryan Reynolds back in it if you want to. I don't even mind on that one. But
Blade kills people pretty regularly. There's a lot of characters in the Marvel universes that just don't like working with the dude because of it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't. I'm not saying put him like in the main MCU. I'm saying, what like a side thing, like how Deadpool is like his own thing.
but he's not really anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be in like the main
Deadpool's not
MCU.
in, like, yeah, he's not in the main MCU universe. He's still in his own universe. It's just now he's connected, so they can use him again if they want.
I guess he can just pop in now if he wants. I guess he can
but
pop in with Blade.
That was my thing with that is like, hey, Blade can be done. I think he works best on his own. I think he's consistently weakened when they put him with a team.
With a what?
A team.
Oh, team.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it like cut out, and all I heard was
Yeah.
"ing,"
Any,
and I was like,
Oh.
I don't know what that is, Peter.
anytime he's tried to work with Deadpool or Spider-Man or any of the things that they try and shoehorn him into, it's not as good. Though there was a great one where he teamed up with Lobo. That got weird.
He works well with more magic-oriented characters,
Yeah.
like fucking Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, Nico from the Runaways. But when you put him with shit like Spider-Man or Daredevil, there tends to be a lot of conflict.
One of the most ridiculous ones is the in the Spider-Man animated series from the '90s where he
They
teams
team
up
up with Morbius or
teams up
whatever.
with Blade. Spider-Man teams up with Blade to fight Morpheus, but then they don't. They all team up with Morpheus at the end to stop the vampire queen. But they're
Yeah.
not actually vampires because they don't suck blood. They're
Plasma.
yeah they eat plasma, so that it doesn't kill their victims. Because again, the '90s were weird with their statutes for children. You couldn't kill anyone, so he has to suck out their plasma. So they're just very tired and need a glass of orange juice and a cookie.
Hey, you know. And then last one, Colin Farrell has recently won numerous awards for his role as Penguin. Have you watched season 1, and do you think there should be a season 2? Why have not watched season 1.
I have not watched season 1 yet because I let my Max subscription go away for a little bit. I only just got it again recently because of that new promo they're doing with Disney.
And to catch back up, yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't watched it. I have heard nothing but good fucking things about it, though.
That's my problem too. Is I've heard absolutely nothing but rave reviews for it, and I think the first season's fully done now. I was really waiting until the first season was fully done so I could watch it all the way through because I didn't want to have to wait for it. He was so good in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was fucking killing it in the movie.
And
it's not at all surprised that he's still nailing it in the show.
And like I said, he was only in that movie for 10 minutes, and he stole most of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm all here for that. I need to go watch it so that they actually do approve it for a season 2, because hopefully they approve it for a season 2. Because yeah, again, everything I've heard was this is what we've wanted from this the whole time. Give me this legacy drama series on HBO, but it's fucking Batman too. But Batman doesn't have to always be there either. I think that's what every comic book fan has been going. It's like, you don't have to make the big movies. You don't have to make all ridiculous. They don't need to all show up in. Everyone doesn't need to be an Avengers Endgame.
Right.
Give me some good shit just in the world. I don't even need to actually follow. Like, hell, I need to actually watch because I've heard good things only from you. But like, they've had a very successful animated TV show with Kite Man.
Yeah, fucking Kite Man.
Only the third most ridiculous Batman villain there possibly is.
What are the first two?
Condiment King.
And who's the other one, Peter?
I can't remember the name. It's at least in my mind, it's the Rainbow guy. I just can't remember the fucker's name.
Oh, I was going with Calendar Man. I was going to Condiment King and Calendar Man.
Calendar Man. I always forget about Calendar Man because he's a big old pile of nothing. He looks like a fat Lex Luthor with months tattooed on his fucking head, and he never does anything.
But again, of the most ridiculous and useless Batman rogues, Calendar Man and Condiment King.
Condiment King.
Condiment King can, honestly, Kite Man may be more useless than Condiment King, because Condiment King can at least fire his condiments at the ground and use them as a propelled jetpack. Kite Man has to still jump from somewhere high.
So you're
I love
saying...
that they are like arch enemies in the villain community.
That they hate each other so much.
Kite Man and Condiment King fucking hate each other.
So what you're saying is Condiment... What is it? Condiment King.
Condiment King.
And Kite Man.
Yes.
Have a better chance of surviving the zombie apocalypse than Calendar Man.
Oh, of those characters, I would say that Kite Man has the best chance of surviving the zombie apocalypse.
Even if it's just luck.
Yeah. Kite Man, at least in the Harley Quinn show, has a lot of weird, useful skills.
You like how I brought that around?
He is weirdly good at stuff. Yeah, I did like that. That was nice. You tied that up real neat.
Condiment King, I don't think would have any fucking chance of surviving a zombie apocalypse.
Are you thinking? Is it not Mothman?
I'll look it up. See if I can find it.
I'm trying to figure out who you're thinking of now. Again, Batman. Batman has some weird ones because all of his villains have to be mentally deranged. So they go to Arkham Asylum so they can keep terrorizing him every week, so he doesn't, because he can't kill any of them. But Flash's villains may be more ridiculous.
You know what? What's a little funny actually, because I was definitely thinking of Rainbow Raider, the Flash villain.
Ah, see, there you go. Rainbow Raider, the Flash villain. There we go.
We were right there, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, he controls the various spectrums of light. So he actually, if he was smarter, he would be an extremely powerful villain.
Yeah. The problem is that he's not smarter.
He's just kind of an idiot. That's the only reason Flash is able to go around most of the time, because most of his villains just end up being our morons.
Yeah.
Captain Cold, he didn't create his technology. He just has the technology and fucks around.
On a random aside, apparently today, during the podcast, is the day that Spartacus has decided to learn how to do all of the crazy, ridiculous things.
That he's not supposed to be doing.
It's fine. This is fine. That will bring us to Extra Bits.
We're getting bitty.
So this week, for my sports people out there, the AFC and NFC championships just happened, and
That's for football.
The NFC game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever seen. So this is a video of how it's titled Eagles Troll Commanders with the tush push so bad. So Peter, just so you can understand what happened, the Eagles have this move called the tush push. And it's basically where when they just have like a yard or less to go, they basically use a bunch of mass with a bunch of big dudes to just push the ball where it needs to go. And it's extremely hard to defend against.
They don't push the ball. They really just push their quarterback's ass until he goes into the end zone or gets across to the first down where he never needs to do.
Right. So, Saquon Barkley, who is the running back, had got it down to the 1 yard line. So they get down there, they're about to go do the tush push, and the Commanders know it was coming. One of the Commanders, number 4, before the ball was even snapped, jumps over the entire defensive and offensive line and tackles the shit out of Jalen Hurts.
Which is the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Which is a penalty because the ball hadn't snapped. So that's the consequence is that the ball now gets moved half the distance to the goal. So they're now a half yard away from the end zone. and they reset. And the same motherfucker does it again. And again, the ball goes half a distance to the goal. And the ref is like, hey, so this is, like, I've already warned them, like, if it happens again, like, that's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct, and then, you know, we're the possible ejection from the game. So then they reset again.
So this is the third time they've played the same play, except they're slightly closer to the end zone.
And a different dude on the Commanders essentially flinches and encroaches into the neutral zone, which causes pretty much the same penalty. And the ref is now so pissed. And I didn't know they could do this until this game, but it apparently also did happen in 2016. The ref basically comes out and been like, all right, I have now advised the Commanders that if it happens again, I'm just going to give the Eagles a touchdown. Like, we're just going to call it done.
He got to the equivalent of the NFL's equivalent of, you kids shut up or I'm turning this car around.
So there's a video of that, and it's just really funny.
I will say I didn't get to watch it live, but I did finally see just the call and how exacerbated the referee is. And he goes, it literally just feels like your dad turning around and goes, if you kids don't shut up right now, I'm turning this car around. We're not going to Disneyland. It is just the tone. He's just like, if further incidents, we will award a touchdown to the Eagles. I can do that. Want to remind everybody here, I can make that unequivocal choice. Fuck you. I'm the boss.
Yeah, so it was really funny.
It's pretty good.
Zachary.
My bit is if you haven't seen them out there already, the crack dealers are back out on the streets.
Girl Scout cookies.
I was getting there. This is called a
said.
setup for a joke, homie. Just kind of sliding in there and cutting me out from under the knees.
I didn't want anyone to think we were promoting drugs.
I promote all drugs. Do them. I'm not your dad. I don't give a shit. But no, those little crack dealers in the green uniforms are out there. I was trying to tell you that out there. They got the Girl Scout cookie seasons upon us. We have already spent way too much on Girl Scout cookies, and we'll probably have to buy more at some point. But the fun part is nationwide, Wendy's locations will be serving either a chocolate or vanilla-based Frosty with mixed in chunks of official Girl Scout cookies Thin Mint pieces. So you can get a Thin Mint Frosty at Wendy's, and I'm probably going to have to go get one because I love Frosties. It sounds really good, doesn't it?
I love Adventurefuls.
The Adventurefuls are absolutely amazing. They're like a crunchy Rolo as a cookie.
Yeah,
they're fucking delicious.
That's accurate. Yeah.
Right? Like toffee chocolate brownie thing. I don't know. They're good.
Right. Peter,
Yes?
you got a bit?
No.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe you surprised me this week.
Like a horse riding bareback, he got no bit.
Sometimes he surprises me. He had one last week. Don't remember what it was, but it was there.
I don't remember either. What was it?
He pulled something out of his ass. It was pretty impressive.
It was. You were just like, oh, here's the thing. Go do the thing.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. You were like, hey, I do have something, sort of. You should go do this. I don't remember. We'd have to listen to the last week's episode. If you want to figure out what Peter told you to do last week, you should listen to last week's episode as well.
Like and subscribe. The 8-Bit Cat Show comes out every other Wednesday-ish. Here are all the places you can find our stuff.
Here? All in here. Right in here. Right here? Okay, got it. Nothing over here?
Nope.
Fantastically done. Well done.
Over here.
Thank you.
Right, got it.
I try. Until next time, my friends, geek out, be fabulous, and have fun.